And Chente, Idrach, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Having a blast.
What? You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay with us throughout the day. And after the press conference, we will have Arcangel and Russian join us for a very special conversation. And Chewy will also be doing a radio takeover today.
Oh, so we flew you out here. Now you're just going to be putting you to work now.
Yes.
All right, cool. That works for me. All right, so look, man, I'm excited, man. This is a happy moment. I want to thank everybody that's involved with this throughout the day. And don't forget, right here at Apple Music, as Evelyn said, we will continue this because this is a party. It's a celebration. It's all things Bad Bunny. It's also all things football, man. It's one of the biggest days. It's like an unofficial holiday here in the States, and now we're taking it to the rest of the world. And I will say this, as someone who is proudly from Seattle, Washington.
Oh.
Go Hawks.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we're going to throw it over to our
Eddie,
colleagues right here
Chente.
at Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show press conference starts right now.
With Bad Bunny. Welcome to the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show and pre-game press conference. From Apple Music, please welcome Ebro Darden.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome and thank you, Evelyn, and good morning. I'm Ebro Darden, your Apple Music host, and today we are at the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show press conference, which we're streaming live globally on Apple Music. We are excited to be joining the NFL and Rock Nation to bring Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show to life with a monumental performance by Bad Bunny. All right, y'all gotta wake up. This is a party. In a few minutes, we'll be chatting with him. But first things first, let's get to the pregame. On behalf of the NFL, I am honored to introduce the English to American Sign Language interpreter, Dylan Gill and Alexa Hernandez, as the English to Puerto Rican Sign Language interpreter, along with the 3 sign language performers appearing at this year's Super Bowl. Performing Lift Every Voice and Sing and Star Spangled Banner, make some noise for Fred Beam. Fred will be interpreted by Dondre Harrison. Performing America the Beautiful is Julian Ortiz. Julian will be interpreted by Dale Niemeyer. And performing the Puerto Rican Sign Language version of the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show is Selimar Rivera Cosme. Selimar will be interpreted by Alexa Hernandez. Make some noise. Please welcome our official sign language performers and interpreters to the stage. Have a seat, y'all. Wow, this is amazing. Nice to meet you all. Selimar, you were Bad Bunny's interpreter for his 31-show residency in Puerto Rico last year and 2022's Un Verano Sin Ti album in Puerto Rico. As someone who interprets his music for his fans, what do you love about performing Bad Bunny's music?
Bad Bunny started in 2017. He was still young, and I watched him, yes. But now his music is rooted to Puerto Rico, to his culture, to our identity, and it inspires us. So he's just educating everyone in everywhere about Puerto Rican culture. So in Puerto Rico, we are very grateful for that. At that time, I was interpreting for him, but I never thought I would be here at the Super Bowl, and here I'll be a performer. So it's different. In Puerto Rico, they're like used to interpreters. It's not the same as being a performer. Well, I feel like here at the Super Bowl, being the Bad Bunny interpreter, and he's showing the flag of the island. That's a little island. I feel really proud about it. We are small, but we are really very, very big.
Selimar, you're achieving a whole new level with Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. What does it mean to you to represent Bad Bunny's music on this stage?
I feel proud because I was born there in the island in Puerto Rico, and I am really proud. him showing or slang or words, and I I understand everything that he's singing because I was born and I was raised there. And I'm not the only one. It's full of a deaf community supporting me, and we all are together in this.
That's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Fred, your specific performance style maximizes rhythm and emotion and challenges how deaf and hard of hearing performances are seen in the media. What is something that is unknown or can be misunderstood about your performance style?
So actually, before I talk about the performance style, I want to go over the interpreting style first. When it comes to interpreting, the interpreter hears the message and they just spontaneously interpret it without thinking of the emotion, the expression, and all of these other elements that we have to bring to the table. So at times it can be a very verbatim, word-for-word translation of what the music is trying to express. And it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, but they're just giving that flow of information to the audience. It's usually in a rapid time. The interpreter doesn't have time to prepare themselves for the content, whereas with the performance, on the other hand, they have to be aware of the history, of the context. Everything that goes into performing has to do with semantics, the meaning of the people that we're bringing these concepts to. The performers have to practice that, and they have to make sure that they're delivering that emotional expression and the intentionality behind the lyrics and everything that goes into it to the audience. So we bring that. Sometimes when we're streaming that, it's different in the performance, and people can misunderstand my style because I'm using more of a poetic format where we're using the hands and we're creating shapes and we're illustrating, like, for example, this would be a tree and it's blowing in the wind. So it's a very expressive, and you can see here there's like waves that I'm expressing beneath the tree. So as you can see, we're telling a story. So that hearing people, when they're focusing on the words, we're bringing that poetic justice in a ASL format. So what I'm trying to tell people when I'm performing is, it's not just signing the song lyrics. It's not a word-for-word verbatim thing that I'm just spouting out, because you'll never get the right message if we use that format. In other words, what I'm trying to say is we're focusing on the visual concepts. We're trying to be intentional with the storytelling of the lyrics. And that includes all the metaphors that can be behind the meaning of the lyrics. So for example, many of you guys know the song, the national anthem, of course. The oh, can you see? Oh, say, can you see can look like this in an English format where we're literally just saying, oh, can you see? But when we're performing it, we have to have that expression where we're galvanizing your attention, like, oh, look at this. There's a sense of amazement that I have to express. That's the performance, and you can't misunderstand that.
Amazing. Round of applause, yeah, for sure. Fred, you're performing Lift Every Voice and Sing and the Star-Spangled Banner for this year's Super Bowl. What are some differences in how you approach movement and interpretations for those two songs?
As I mentioned before, the style, when we're signing, it depends on how I want to represent or express the idea. So the difference between the national anthem is it's a very patriotic song that we connect to. It's more of a celebration of the America experience. And we all know this, right? We know this well. We know the experience of being an American in this country and the pride that is tethered to that. And it's a very external storytelling format that we're using for the national anthem. So we know all the things happening in the Americas, and that's kind of what that's showing. Whereas Lift Every Voice and Sing, there's a deep, innate sense of expression. It's more about how it makes you feel, and we're letting the people know, like, you have to be uplifted, we have to move on. So it's almost like a preaching to the choir in a sense, and it's more internalized than an externalized, like the national anthem. And we emphasize the we instead of I. It's not about me, it's not about I, it's about us. It's a togetherness. There's a sense that we're evoking. You know, we want to let them know. We want to uplift them. So there's a difference between the cultural aspects between the lift every voice and sing versus the national anthem, which is more patriotic. So the cultural sign language is utilized more so in the lift every voice and sing, because I'm really speaking to the people, my people, right? And it's a more poetic expression. It's their voice, versus the national anthem is more of an externalized general American patriotic experience.
Amazing, amazing, simply amazing. Julian, yes, round of applause for Fred, please, yes. Julian, along with Selimar, you are very close and have a very close connection this year to the Super Bowl halftime show. You're Puerto Rican yourself, and as an artist, you are representing both deaf and Latino cultures. What elements of this are you bringing to the stage?
Well, being Puerto Rican means that I bring a history, a sense of history, rhythm, resistance, and of course, being deaf, I bring this vision, this lens, this experience, this vision of rhythm and movement and expression. So once I'm on that stage, I integrate those two aspects of my performance. And it really impacts who I am as a Puerto Rican and as a deaf man. You know, in Puerto Rico, historically, we've been oppressed. And here we are doing our thing. We've become loud. Not just the hearing Puerto Ricans, but the deaf Puerto Ricans. Here we are coming together, and we're going to do something serious here. I'm very proud. I'm going to be very loud, and I'm never going to regret that. I'm not going to be apologetic. And as a deaf Puerto Rican, what I bring to both worlds, it just makes me feel like I want to bring everybody together instead of seeing this separation that we have today, right? This experience really brings people together, connects people as one.
Wepa. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. And obviously, we can imagine your family back in Puerto Rico. Can't wait to see your performance. Julian, did they have any helpful tips or encouragement for you today? Or this weekend, excuse me.
Well, my family, of course, all Puerto Rican, and I am the first U.S., well, I shouldn't say U.S. citizen, the first one in the state, right? I was the first one in my family to come to the States. They're always telling me, hey, Julian, understand, we know you live in Texas, you were born in the States, but you are Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican, baby. You have that lineage of being from Puerto Rico. Your blood runs Puerto Rican. You're not more, you're not less. You are Puerto Rican. Through and through. So my family just supports us from Puerto Rico. Right? The folks from the island, they're like, you know, we don't care that you're from Texas. That really means a lot to me. Right? I'm happy for the support of my family. Very happy for the experiences, what I've learned from my family, the Puerto Rican culture, the food, the music, the language, everything is all part of me, and I want to thank my family for that.
Wow, round of applause, please. Thank you all for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you all perform this Sunday. ASL signers Fred Beam, Julian Ortiz, and Selimar Rivera Cosme. Make some noise. Please make some noise. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. Round of applause one more time, please. Okay. We continue to heat up this morning. Is everybody waking up? To continue our pregame lineup, let's welcome my Apple Music friend and co-host, Zane Lowe.
Hey everybody, how we doing? How we doing? Wow, it is a packed house. It's beautiful to see everybody in here. This is going to be wonderful. Please help us welcome the pregame artists singing and performing on Sunday, Charlie Puth, Coco Jones, and Brandy Carlisle. Good to see you. Good to see you.
You're in the pictures first.
Okay, great. Wait, Brandy. Won't you come over here, friend? Yeah.
You guys come right here. Don't do photos real quick.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. Thanks for remembering my spot.
Can I get you down here? Right here? Right next to him? There it is. Right here.
Yeah, right in center, please. Thank you. Thank you, Ebro. Thanks.
Let the host step. We're going to do just the three performers, and then we're going to do one more set of photos. You guys sit down. You're on the red. Right here in this camera, right here. And right here in the middle.
Right here in the middle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Once again, please welcome our guests onto the couch. Oh, it's good to see you all. I'm so excited that we're here today and cannot wait. We all cannot wait to see you sing these songs on Sunday. These are big songs. I mean, these are big moments.
Absolutely.
You know, and I think whenever anybody steps into an environment to sing a song like this that means a lot to so many people, you want to honor the composition and what it means, but also it's a chance to make it your own to some degree. I wanted to ask, you know, each of you going down the line how you plan to do that and what that balance is like, starting with you, Charlie.
I think the best way for me specifically to approach it, and they might agree with me to some extent, the arrangement is everything for me. I always reverse engineer how I hear my own music in my head, and then it's kind of just like pulling it apart and making it a feasible product to hold. So I've been rehearsing this in my head for months, if that makes sense.
What about you, Coco?
I think just be authentic. I feel like with Lift Every Voice, there's so much hope and tenacity that I relate to, and everyone does in their own journeys. And so really listening to the lyrics, really sitting and feeling what they mean to me, and then naturally reacting to that.
I would echo that, absolutely, and kind of offering these songs and these lyrics individually as they are up with a sense of humility and hope, but to also sing big and try to be a presence at the same time.
So the phone rings, you get the call. What's going through your head when you get ready for this performance? Start with you, Brandy.
Well, one of the things I love about being in my 40s versus when I was given opportunities for big moments when I was younger is I would just disassociate from the pressure. But I think now I'm able to sort of like, you get that superpower, I think, at this point in life where you get to calm down, centralize yourself, and be there, and actually experience these milestones in life that when your life flashes before your eyes, you'll see things like this, and you don't want to be gone.
You want to be present, right?
You want to be there.
Yeah. Coco?
Well, definitely some nerves. I've had some amazing performers, precede me. And I think realizing that I've been chosen, and so I deserve the moment, I deserve the opportunity, and, kind of speaking positively so that you just, you don't think about the pressure, you just think about the honor that it is.
Did mom have anything to say yet?
My mom has been at a loss for words for the first time. But she's super, super excited, and I can't wait for her to watch, me sing at this moment. I feel like I've had so many moments where I've sang at games that have opened doors for me to be here. So this is very full circle.
Charlie?
I definitely echo the nerves feeling, obviously. This is a very musically difficult song to sing. Not to, I know it's early in the morning right now, so we don't want to get too music theory right now, but if the song's in D major, and Randy's laughing, you know, somewhere over the rainbow, that's a hard song to sing, and you're jumping 8, 12, however many notes. Da, 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 da.
It might be the hardest song to perform. I mean, in terms of range and what's required, and the power required at the highest range.
Oh, you're hitting 5 more notes above the octave, and that's incredibly difficult. So, but I think it's just important not to oversing it.
You know, I think that's one of the things that your fans love about the way that you approach music is that you open the door to dissect it and analyze it and look at it more deeply than just what people hear in the car or in their headphones. Right. You've done that with this. You've gone on social media and started talking about how you're preparing and getting everyone kind of to understand the challenge ahead. You talk about the challenge. How have you prepared this to sing this song, this really big song?
Kind of. How have I prepared? A lot of singing in the shower, a lot of singing alone in the car where I can.
You know, shower reverb's not the same as stadium reverb, right?
Yeah, it's a similar reverb kind of feeling, a little bit maybe.
It's like 2 seconds versus 20. I'm just saying.
A little wetter.
A little.
Unless it rains, which I don't think it's going to. But just a lot of, again, playing, like I said before, a lot of playing the record and how I feel like it's going to sound in my head. And we'll see how it happens a big day.
You're going to feel it. You're all going to feel your performances. But Charlie, just specifically for that song, what do you want people to feel from your rendition on the day?
I want them to feel inspired. I want everybody to know that music is such an amazing thing and can change so many people's lives. It's, I mean, other than food, it's the thing that we can all, and I look at all of you right now, it's like everybody loves music. I've never met someone who doesn't love music, and it's, I just think it can color every aspect of your day so vividly, and it's such an honor to sit here and talk to you about how I'm singing, how we're all, I mean, we probably share that same feeling.
Coco, you our ancestors and people are looking upon us as you get out there and sing Lift Every Voice and sing. This is the 5th year, only the 5th year that this has happened. And it being performed at the Super Bowl halftime show. How do you approach performing this song? The amount of historical significance, making it your own, owning it, and just the pressure of this moment.
Something that I like to do to really understand the gravity of what I'm doing and what I'm representing is to look at the history of how Lift Every Voice and Sing even came into fruition, from poetry to being the song that became, you know, a staple for our culture, and to really study what was happening at the time and what led to such a moment. And I think also for me, being able to have this light on the culture is a moment in itself. You know, I'm just the vessel that is able to represent what this means to the culture, and, you know, thinking about younger me and what she needed to see, how she needed to be taught that she could walk into rooms, thinking about the youth, thinking about my grandma and my ancestors and the women that came before me and what they want to see, what they would need to see to kind of confirm that everything was worth it. And just being a vessel for that. I'm just a vessel for it. Yeah.
We have, yes, round of applause for that, for sure. Now, Coco, you have, as you mentioned earlier, you have tons of milestones, and this year's been another one of a lot of milestones in your career. Where does this rank?
Oh, for me?
For Coco. For Coco,
yeah, I was going to say.
I mean, I think this is pretty much the top of the top. This is the bee's knees. I just think this is one of the most highly viewed events of all time, you know? And so it's hard to compete. It's hard to compete. Maybe my wedding will be up there.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Brandy, you know, as a fan, I can speak for all fans when I say that one of the many things we love about you and your music is that you don't share anything unless you really get inside that. And that goes for all of you on the couch. There's an authenticity to what you do and a feeling that you search for, and you've got to reach that bar before you're willing to share it with us in the first place. This is different on Sunday, but it's also the same. I'm sure you're searching for that feeling. It's not just a performance for you on Sunday. How have you approached America the Beautiful, and how are you going to get there?
Well, I think first of all, I would encourage anybody to go and find the full version of America the Beautiful, the lyric written by this brilliant woman, Catherine Lee Bates. And it reads like, and the way I would love for people to interpret the song, is more of a prayer than a boast. You know, this is a song about a country, a beautiful country that ebbs and flows in terms of hope. And it's a work in progress. And the song believes we can get there, and I believe we can get there. And so for that reason, I can put my whole self into that song and believe what I'm saying. And that's my job on Sunday. The Super Bowl is a really unifying thing. It's a big thing in this country. And all my friends and family are so excited for me getting to be an interpreter of this lyric and to be a part of this opportunity. So I take it like you guys too. This is heavy stuff. These are big days, and we're being given a high honor here. And what we do with it matters.
Brandy, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah, you are.
Let's go.
Man, the Seattle Seahawks are going
That's
to win
right.
the Super Bowl. Come on. Sorry. I'm born and raised in Seattle, and my girls are such jocks, my little girls. I've never been a sports lady. I can't even run in a straight line. It's ridiculous. But my daughters, inexplicably, are total jocks, and they have just got me in line quick. So I am making up for lost time as a fan.
Love that.
Love that.
Well, I think we have a few questions from the future of media. That's right. We have some young reporters in the building, in the audience, from Play 60 Super Kid. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
Welcome. And your question?
Is there a special routine you do before going on stage that helps you feel active and ready, like stretching or jumping around?
Jumping around, for sure. I get very antsy right before a performance. It's a little weird, you know? You just gotta know me to know what's going on. I'm trying to get the nerves out, so I'm just moving a lot, like, just randomly, you know? You just kind of feel crazy, because like, what are you doing? What is life? I'm about to do what? It's so much adrenaline. Yeah, I just feel like I have to move it out, get it out of there. Also, randomly, I do like to eat Lay's chips before I sing. I don't know. Whitney Houston said that it makes your voice, you know, more oiled and like loose. So now I just do it all the time. What about you? Okay, so you've heard it.
Well, no, if Whitney said it, I'm going with it.
Whitney said it, I'm going with it. I'm going with it. So I do eat a couple of Lay's chips.
Charlie, what about you?
I do a lot of and I do that for an hour, and I drive my whole family crazy if they're in the green room with me.
And then Lay's chips.
And then some sour cream and the Wise chips, East Coast.
Oh, yeah. East Coast, Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
Hey, what was that? Whoa. No. Brandy, you?
Well, definitely don't drink whiskey. That is not a good thing to do. I'm just saying, don't do that. That's not a great way to go on stage. No, I try to keep that adrenaline under control like you do. Me and my bandmates, the twins, Tim and Phil, we'll lift our shirts up and smack each other on the stomach one time really hard, just to like get that adrenaline out and just wake up and be in the moment, you know, because we're all about, I know it sounds ridiculous, we end up with red marks all over our stomachs for the whole tour. But, you know, it's all about being present. Wake up, get out of it, get out of the adrenaline. You're about to walk out on stage in front of 10,000 people, be there. Yeah.
Amazing. From Big Brothers Big Sisters, Camila Diaz Palacios. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Thank you for joining. What's your question?
Just wanted to ask a quick question. First off, are y'all doing good? Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know you guys all represent a very different voice, background, and musical lane. Yet you're all part of the Super Bowl moment that will be seen by millions across the world. So I just wanted to ask, what's one piece of advice that you would give young people about being their most authentic selves?
Well, I think, without calling any specific people who may have doubted me in the past, I think it's just really important to always go with your gut. Wouldn't you agree? I think even I remember I wasn't supposed to sing on my song "See You Again," and I always knew that that song was for me, so I was just relentless with it. And without getting into the details of that, I just showed up every day and like, nope, this is my song. Nope, this is my song. It's the only way. So you can't really have a plan B in your mind. If you want something, you have to go get it.
That was really good. I love that plan B thing. That's really good.
Yeah.
Very true.
You have a plan A and a half, but
A and a half.
yeah, but
Yes.
plan B, mm-mm.
Yes, I'm with you. I would also say comparison is the thief of joy, you know?
Yeah.
Focus on what you've got going on, because what they've got going on has nothing to do with you. Who knows their journey? And you're not, you're not there for the highs and lows. You're seeing an Instagram reel. Like, what's really going on when the camera cuts? Just focus on your lane, your life, your time. Time is also an illusion. So you're not late. You're not early. You're right on time. Focus on yours.
Yeah, and
There you
we
go.
all know we're supposed
Unless,
to.
of course, you showed up late here, then you're not in here, right? So, but that time's not an illusion.
We all know we're supposed to be ourselves. We're told to be ourselves, and that is the most important thing. But being yourself is cool, but community is even cooler. So it's like anybody can be themselves alone, but if you can be yourself around other people that are different than you and make your way into a community, I think that's the most powerful way to come up through any dream.
And from Gen Youth, Javon. How you doing, Javon?
I'm doing good.
Okay, thanks for showing up today and hanging out. You got a question for the people?
Yes. When you was my age, did you play any sports growing up in the programs?
I want to hear your answer.
I played baseball and would kick the dirt by third base. I was not good at sports. I know that's very awkward to admit it's such a sporty event, but I tried swimming, tennis, no, soccer. I would do a backflip in the mud, and just I always heard the music in my head. Did you play any sports?
I did, actually. So my dad played professional football for 10 years. He retired with the Titans, and so, I was raised in Nashville. And so sports was like a given, like you're playing a sport. So I tried all the sports, gymnastics, softball, basketball was my fave. But I would do like these plays and things like at school, and I was like, something about that stage, it's just hitting different for me. So then I ended up picking up a microphone, putting down the basketball. Sorry, Dad.
It's interesting when people do both, like Pink. You know what I mean? Like, she's this amazing musician and an athlete. I'm so interested now, but I've got crooked feet and I'm lazy. But it was just music for me. But now that my daughters are jocks, I'm all in.
I'm just going to say, I think fishing's a sport, dude.
Oh, you know what?
Fishing's a sport.
Fishing is absolutely a sport.
All right.
Time, yeah.
Can you catch me a catfish? I want to fry up some
All
fish.
day long, yeah. I will, and I'll even cook it for you.
You know how to skin it and whatnot?
The whole nine.
What?
Yeah.
I can't cook.
That is a sport.
at all.
Really?
That is a
Thank you.
sport.
Brandy knows where the fish, man, all the other boats are following Brandy's boat. She knows where they are.
Yeah. I've taken
Seen
you
it.
fishing, Zane.
I've seen it.
How did Zane do fishing?
He's a real good fisherman. Yeah, he beat me. He caught the keepers that day.
I did have a good day on the water, I have to say. It was fun.
I think we have footage of that on Apple Music.
We do have footage on that. We're not here to promote that.
Plug, go to Apple
And
Music.
here it is.
Everybody here, this is such a nice room. It's just a good energy, and I feel like everyone's here because we love music. You said it beautifully. And so I'd like us all to extend that love and genuinely thank Coco, Charlie, and Brandy. We cannot wait to see what you do on Sunday. Thank you for being here.
Thank you,
Thank you for taking our questions and their questions. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for making
I think you're going to. All right, thank you. I'll see you later. Okay. Okay. The lights go down.
Yeah.
Everyone gather around.
Okay. Before we bring Bad Bunny to the stage, we'd like everybody here and around the world to take a look at his Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show trailer.
Que quiero enseñarte. En las noches ya ni puedo dormir. Lo que hago es soñarte. No, no te puedo olvidar. No, no te puedo borrar. Tú me enseñaste a querer. Me enseñaste a bailar. Mi diablo, mi ángel, mi loquito. Ay. No, no te puedo.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Without further ado, please join us in welcoming to the stage, Bad Bunny.
Bunny! I know everyone's got their phones out, so you have to use your voices. Bad Bunny in the building.
Benito.
Sorry, what was that? Amazing. 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 I mean...
Tranquilo, right? Chill, chill, chill.
Big energy. Big energy on Sunday, big energy today, big energy. You must be feeling that. How do you feel right now, if you could put into words?
Buenos días a todos. To be honest, I don't know how I'm feeling. There's a lot, you know. There's a lot of. I've been saying that I'm still at middle of my tour. I just was at the Grammys last week.
Yes, yes, three-time Grammy winner, Album of the Year winner, Bad Bunny.
All of that mean I've been working on this show on what we're gonna do on next Sunday. So it's been a lot. Of course, there's a lot of grateful and agradecimiento. Is how I've been feeling this whole year with the album, with Debí Tirar Más Foto. The biggest feeling is being grateful. Like, me siento muy agradecido, y aunque de momento me puedan ver serio o algo, es como que I feel I'm happy, but I'm just processing and taking one day at a time and just living. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about this performance. I'm excited, but at the same time, how I said before, is I feel more excited about the people than even me, about my family, about my friends, people that I know that they always have believed in me and they happy because this moment, the culture, and that's what make this show to me make it special.
On that note, not having, what it sounds like you're saying also is just not even having time to breathe. Like, to just be like, right? So, yeah, you're on tour. How did you even carve out time to squeeze in what's happening with you on Sunday? Can you give us some insight into how you managed to get prepared for Sunday's Super Bowl halftime performance?
Like I said, I just try to take it easy, wake up, work out, my coffee, try to not think too much about it. Last night I couldn't sleep because I was thinking but yeah, I wanna think that it's just 13 minutes doing something that I love, that I like, and it's just like that. I'm trying to enjoy it, and I know that I'm gonna have fun. All the crew, all the people, they're gonna have fun that day. And
you're not alone, right? At the end of the day, there's a huge team that comes together for all of these experiences.
So that's what I'm trying to focus. Like, just enjoy the moment, enjoy what is happening, what I'm doing, or trying to not put pressure or something on.
You said it, 13 minutes, you know, on really the world's biggest stage, certainly when it comes to entertainment and sports, no doubt about it. And we know and love you as an artist and a musician, your music, your shows. But we're also here to get to know the sides of you that we perhaps don't know about. Like, did sports ever play a role in your life, even before music? Could it have been something else other than music? Was sports ever serious?
Well, I'm not good at sports, but I do love sports. I come from Puerto Rico. There's a huge sport culture there: baseball, boxing, basketball. A lot of sport. Actually, we have a football player playing at the Super Bowl from Puerto Rico. So yeah, I grew up watching sport, playing sport, very bad, but I love sport. So yeah, always that is actually is one of my favorite combination, like sport with music is where I really feel like, I don't know, there's something that make me feel passionate about that. So yeah.
We've had the opportunity and been very fortunate and had the privilege of, having multiple conversations with you and supporting you since the early days of your career. And we just want to thank you, man, for just always being so lovely and amazing and showing up for us. Matter of fact, if everybody doesn't mind, and we want to take a look back at some of those defining moments with Bad Bunny.
Cada logro de Bad Bunny, cada cosa grande que logre es un logro de todos los latinos que me apoyan día a día, así que gracias a ustedes. I love music always since I was a kid.
Simplemente haciendo música y ya no estaba haciendo quizás los movimientos.
Yeah, dímelo mi gente, está escuchando el conejo malo, Bad Bunny, baby.
Apple Music up next.
Yo siempre he sido bien real y transparente y siempre he sido yo mismo.
Bad Bunny, world record.
Un VIP. Hey. I just really want that people feel like you can be Puerto Rican and be a star.
Con el conejo malo, Bad Bunny, baby.
Your Apple Music's Artist of the Year.
Un Verano Sin Ti, Bad Bunny.
Now it's like a deeper journey to show people who I am and what I really represent.
The Super Bowl 60, Bad Bunny in the Bay.
Mi vida entera, jamás imaginé yo en algún momento estar en esa tarima.
This is for everyone. This is for all the people who have been supporting me. So it's gonna be a great day.
Crazy. You know, last time that I got a chance to go to Puerto Rico and hang out with you, number one, that was the strongest coffee I've ever had in my entire life. I could have flown back to New York without a plane that day. I was so strong, I swear. Number two, we were talking about your most recent record and Grammy album of the year, De Betra Más Fotos. You touched on it before, you know, that album is such an important album for you as a human and also for in terms of where you come from. You know, you went home to make it. It was very inspired by you know, who you are and where you come from. What does that album mean to you a year on? How has it changed shape for you and how important is that record to you?
That record teach me a lot. And I think is one of the most, if not, I think the most special project that I ever have done, because it brought me to here, and I wasn't looking for anything of this. I wasn't looking for the album of the year at the Grammys, also at the Latin Grammys. I wasn't looking for perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, and I just was looking for connect with my roots, connect with my people more than ever, connect with myself, with my history, with my culture, and I did it in a very honest way. I only wanted to perform at the residency, and that's it. I said I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave. I want to stay the whole time. And then it was like, oh wow, the world really wants me. Like, so I should go also to give some love. Show love to the world, to Latin America, and then the opportunity to bring that feeling that I put on that album to one of the biggest stages in the world is something that I never thought. So definitely, this album is the most special because, as I said, I was trying to connect with myself and my roots, my who I am, and that tell you something that I already knew before, but now it's like confirmed. Like you always have to be proud about who you are and feel comfortable being yourself. Feel proud about your history and where you're from, but don't let that limit yourself. Like, I know where I come from, but I also know where I can go. So definitely this is an album that is gonna be in my heart for my whole life. So yeah.
Beautiful, man. Round of applause for sure. Speaking of global impact, you're number one in China.
Yeah.
I mean,
for real.
Listen, this is and we met up in La Perla historic neighborhood in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and we were celebrating the release of Un Verano Sin Ti, which is one of Apple Music's 100 best albums of all time. Do you credit Un Verano Sin Ti with being some of the springboard to the global appeal where you are today?
Yeah, definitely Un Verano Sin Ti was special and was the first album that went global. I have been very blessed because every step that I do on my career is like get another level. That's how I feel. Like on my career and also personally. But since I dropped my first album, it's been like a progress, like a lessons, and it's been a beautiful and tough journey. And yeah, Un Verano Sin Ti, y, it gave me that spotlight, I guess, to the world. And I worked for it. I told you, I remember that I talked to my team. I remember speaking to my team like, yeah, I'm doing the album for the world. So do your best. And we did it. And that's what I mean. Anyone could have think that with that album is the album that I was going to win album of the year, or maybe perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I told you, that this album, Debí Tirar Más Foto, teach me a lot. And I don't know how to say in English, pero como dice el refrán español, el tiempo de Dios es perfecto. I don't know. Yeah. The God timing is perfect, and estoy muy agradecido. I'm very happy and grateful.
What a life. Yeah. You know, this isn't your first Super Bowl halftime show moment. 6 years ago, Super Bowl 54, Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, you're on the stage. You know, it's hard not to imagine as a fan that something changed that day for you. Is it as simple as that? I mean, I know that you say you never expected to do this, and it's not why you made the album to get here. They're not connected. But on that day 6 years ago, do you think, looking back, you were like, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do it my way?
Well, actually, no. It's not that I said, oh, I want to come back here by myself. Of course, around people, my team, they said it like, we coming back. And I was like, yeah. As I told you, I never looking for this. I maybe sound very mean, trying to be the most, I don't know, humble or naive, but I swear to God, I never looking for my biggest achievement, my biggest pleasure is just create, have fun doing it, and connect with the people. When I drop a song that I'm speaking about my feeling, or if I drop a song speaking about what I did last night, and people connect with me, that's the best feeling, and that's what I'm always looking every time that I'm at the studio working. And that's why I always work with people like friends, because to me it's a very intimate space. I never look for, no, let me work with this producer that is the hottest right now, or this songwriter. No, I write all my songs. I produce with my friends and very talented people, and that's how I feel like that's my thing, you know. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I forget even the question.
You know what? It's okay.
We're talking about. Well, listen.
No, we have a follow-up. We got to ask.
We have to.
Because you lost your train of thought, it gives us a little window to ask a question that we weren't really prepared to ask.
We ask it every year, though.
We ask it every year, to be fair. So
I'm just trying to say all the English words that I know.
We appreciate it.
That's what I'm doing here.
Listen, you got prepared for this moment. Say them all.
Let's see if you have the words for this question. You know, 6 years ago, you were a guest on that stage. And it comes up every single year. I'm just going to ask it. Are there surprises on Sunday? Are you preparing to bring any? Are you going to do the same thing? Will you have guests on stage this Sunday?
Well, you know that's something that I'm going to tell you. I don't know why you asked that.
We had to, man. We had to.
No, well, of course, I think I have a lot of guests. It's going to be my family, my friends, or all the Latino community around the world that support me and believe in me. And the whole country, there's a lot of people that love me around the world, not even not just the Latino. You just said that I'm #1 in China, right?
Yes.
So Chinese people love me also. So I'm very. There's a lot of people that stop me at the street or the airport. People from the Americans, from the United States, from Mexico, French. And say like, I know you're gonna do a great performance at the Super Bowl. Good luck. God bless you. I feel great. Everyone who stopped me at the street or wherever I go, they only wish like good things on me, and I know that the world is gonna be happy at this Sunday, and they're gonna have fun, and they're gonna dance, and they're gonna have a good time.
He didn't say no, by the way. He did not say no.
That was a beautiful answer.
It was a great answer, but just
Beautiful
for the record,
answer.
he did not say no.
Beautiful.
So as we prepare for this Sunday, I was able to go to Puerto Rico and see a residency on what we're going to see, though, the aesthetic, what we should be expecting to see, and what do you want us to look for on Sunday? What are, beyond the party, beyond the dancing and all of the culture, is there something that we should be paying attention to in this performance?
I really, as I said, I just want people to have fun. There's gonna be, it's gonna be a huge party. It's gonna be what people always can expect from me. I don't know if that is something that that's what I want to bring to the stage. Of course, a lot of my culture. But I really don't want to give any spoilers. It's gonna be fun and it's gonna be easy, and people only have to worry about dance. I know that I told them that they had 4 months to learn Spanish. They don't even have to learn Spanish. They just it's better if they learn to dance. But I think there's no better dance than the one that can come from the heart. The heartbeat dance. That's the only thing that they need to worry about and have fun and enjoy it. And of course, choose your team at the game. And who's your team? You can say
I'm going
that?
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go Seahawks too, but not because they're my team, just because I have more friends. I'm going to support my friends.
Okay, so
before we wrap up with Bad Bunny, we have some people from some youth from the media. Jasmine back from Play 60 has a question for you, Super Kid Jasmine.
Performing at the Super Bowl takes a lot of energy. How do you keep your body healthy and strong while getting ready for such a big show?
Eating smash burgers and think about the Super Bowl halftime show at 4 a.m. That's what I've been doing for Get Prepared. Now I'm trying to, as I said, nothing too much about it, but it's been hard to not. So I'm just working out, trying to eat healthy. Um, I'm not even playing that much dominoes, and that is killing me, bro. And the
Gotta be
last
cool.
3 games, I got a 0, like a chiva, and that's fucking. I'm sorry. That I need to talk to my therapist.
All right, from Big Brothers Big Sisters, Camila Diaz Palacios.
Hola, Bad Bunny, ¿cómo está?
Hola, ¿cómo estás tú? Muy bien.
Muy bien, muy bien. Yo me llamo Camila Palacios, estoy con Big Brothers Big Sisters del área de la Bahía y le tengo una pregunta. Cuando usted piensa en la persona que era antes de que el mundo conociera su nombre, ¿quién es alguien que le viene a la mente que siempre lo apoyó y siempre estuvo allí y cómo le ayudó en su vida? Oh, in English. Hold on, sorry. When you think about the person who you were before the world knew your name, who's someone that comes to mind who always supported you, and how did they impact your life?
The first person that came, I have to say my mom, because you said that it was before that I became this, and the first person that I come to my mind is my mom, because she believed in me, and I'm not talking about my music career. I just talking about before everything. She believed in me as a person, as a human. She believed in me that in my decisions, in my opinions, in my taste, in my choices, and she believed that I could be a good person, smart guy, talent, and I think that's what got me here. Not because that she believed that I was a great artist, but that she believed that I'm a great person, and that feel better even than anything else. So yeah.
Beautiful.
¡Viva México!
Benito, hermano, ya eres mexicano.
Saludo a tu mamá y a la de todo el mundo.
And from Gen Youth, Javon. Got a question for Bad Bunny.
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing? If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Watching the Super Bowl at home? I don't know. I don't know. I think anything. I don't have another things that I could say. Maybe, I don't know. I think I could have be anything else. Cualquier otra cosa que se me hubiera imaginado o cualquier otra meta. No. Cuando me pongo a mirar para atrás para mi vida, when I sit down and I see my whole life and I go back, I say, this was the only thing that I always wanted. And if not, I know that I was going to be still a good person. As I said, there's nothing. I like this. I love this. So maybe I was going to be, I don't know, in a job, but still writing and creating. I don't know. This is my passion, and I'm born to this.
It's been such a privilege and an honor, for all of us at Apple Music to be able to collaborate with you at times and to help, to just watch this whole beautiful experience unfold through your music and through your performance. The whole world who knows you and loves your music loves you because they're the same thing. You are your music and your music is you, and you're such an authentic person. And I know that we're all excited to see that come to life on Sunday. It's going to be historic and incredible. And we thank you for taking the time to share a bit of yourself with all of us today in the room. We can't wait for Bad Bunny to take the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show stage. You can listen to his music on Apple Music and spatial audio, of course.
And shortly after the performance, you'll be able to stream the full halftime show on Apple Music. Listen, watch, and sing all things Bad Bunny only on Apple Music. Make some noise.
Make some noise.
We are witnessing history today.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
The Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show headliner, Bad Bunny.
Yes.